Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals. It is almost 8 a.m. and here are the 2 new cat towers. So these have been a big success with the cats so far. Well, with Simba especially. Simba spent like all afternoon on one of these and part of yesterday evening. He kept going back to these, sometimes on this one, sometimes on this one. At one point, Boo was sitting in this one last night, and I even saw Splash. I saw Splash here. So I don't know if Splash has gone to the top of a cat tower or not, but I think the cats are going to like these here. We'll see how they do with them today if they use them. Here's Splash right now. And the cats have been up for several hours this morning. Right now they're relaxing. Here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. And here's Boo. Good morning, Boo. The cats love these cat towers by the front windows, especially like in the morning. Because then they get to watch everyone walking their dogs. Right, Boo? So I had a really rough night last night. It was another rough night. I did not get to bed until after midnight, which is later than I would have liked. And I fell asleep, but it was the same thing. Like I woke up around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't get back to sleep. And I was having nightmares like all night, just like stupid dreams. That were not very pleasant. And then I woke up again and I tried to go back to sleep and it was difficult. And then I guess I dozed off and got another hour or half hour of sleep. And I finally woke up around 7:30 and then just laid in bed for a little while. I'm feeling stress more than anxiety, which I guess is good because for me, stress is definitely more manageable than anxiety. I'm obviously still feeling grief over Stella. So that's what I noticed yesterday when I was, looking in the stores to buy the cat towers. I wasn't feeling anxiety, but I was feeling grief, which it's a downer. And then when I got back yesterday afternoon, I was working on the announcement video for Stella's passing, and that is so difficult to do. And I think that's why I'm feeling so much stress right now, because I have that weighing so heavy on me as far as announcing her passing and putting the videos together with regards to that and just trying to really break it as gently as I can to people, but at the same time, put all the information out there. So hopefully it will never happen to anyone else's cat. It is 9:30 a.m. Here's Boo. What you doing, Boo? Boo's in a really good mood today. Right? That was the first time in quite a while that he's been up on this cat tower. I have the window open quite a bit so he could smell the air. And it's also open in his room. Last night, the cats got some new crunchies. I picked these up at Whole Foods. These are Whole Paws by Whole Foods Market, grain-free chicken and pea recipe. And I just wanted to see if the cats would like these. So the ingredients in this food are all whole food ingredients. It does say no corn, soy, potato, or wheat. The first few ingredients are chicken, chicken meal, peas, garbanzo beans, turkey meal, chicken fat. Anyway, so the cats had some of this last night. They had a few pieces of it, as a little treat to see if they liked it. They all liked it. And then they had a little bit more later as a snack. Boo especially really enjoyed this. It's 10:30 a.m. The cats just had breakfast. Boo's still eating. And here's Simba. He's figuring out what he's going to do today. There he goes. Simba really loves these cat towers. I hope that Splash joins him today. Boo did not want to eat much of his raw food today, but he had a ball eating this. This is the Earthborn Holistic Harbor Harvest. I stopped buying this for the cats because it has seed oils in it, which I'm not happy about. But Boo's been so finicky. I'm just trying to find food that he likes. So I thought I'd give this a try because, you know, I don't want him living on tiki cat sardines. And even though this is fish, it's salmon and whitefish dinner with vegetables and gravy. And what I have to do is I have to put it in my magic bullet and kind of like puree it up. And he eats it this way. He loves it this way. Like, he's not a fan of like chunky food, but he loves this. It's about 12 p.m. and there's some sunshine out right now. It's only 46 degrees out, but I have to go outside and try to get some sun. I need to try to get some vitamin D. There's Ox. He wants me to put some food out for him. I'm going to put some food out for him. Then I'm going to, I don't know, maybe put on some shorts and a t-shirt or something so I could just try to get some vitamin D. I did not get any yesterday and I definitely noticed a difference. So I'd like to get a little bit today. It is 1:45 p.m. Look at what a beautiful sunny day it is. So it ends up that it's around 50 degrees right now. So it's a little warmer than like 43 or 46, which is great. And sitting in the sun, it's just like perfect. It's not hot. I was warm from the sun because of like the infrared that the sun gives off. And it was so relaxing. Oh my gosh, I could have spent more time out there, but I've done 4,000 IUs of vitamin D today. And that's with a t-shirt and shorts on. I feel so good right now. I wish I could spend more time outside. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have lunch and then maybe go for a walk. And then I need to finish a video. I'd like to post a video today. And then after I do that, like, I need to get work done. I've been kind of pushing that off like later in the day. It's 2 p.m. I'm putting some lunch together and there's Sammy by the back door. She's been rolling around. I don't know why she likes to shut it like that, but she loves shutting it. She's looking at Ziggy eating a few crunchies. Is she gonna pounce on Ziggy? One thing that I noticed while I was sitting outside is that it was pretty quiet today. Like, I can always hear traffic in the distance. And I just heard a plane go by right now. But when I was sitting out there, there weren't that many planes at all. And there were no like neighbors out making a lot of noise, which is so nice because some of the neighbors make a lot of noise. But maybe because it's like the middle of a work day, I don't know. Maybe because it's not really too warm out. I don't know, but it was super nice. It was so nice. It is 4:30 p.m. and here's Simba. Hey, Simba. He loves this cat tower. I wish Splash would join him on the other one, but for some reason, Splash is under the bed today. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got into like a disagreement with Nancy this morning. I don't know. I just posted the vlog episode. That was Stella's second day in the emergency room. I edited the whole thing today. It was so difficult to do, so crazy difficult to do. And like as I was editing it, the anxiety was coming back. Although it was only manifesting as shivering and shaking. Like, it wasn't manifesting as like adrenal dumps or anything like that. It was literally just like physically shaking when I was editing this video. So thankfully, I'm not feeling the worst of the anxiety. It's really turning more into stress at this point because it's very stressful to have to post these and it's very stressful to have to make the announcements. And that's what I'm dealing with. The next few days are they're just full of stress until I could get these videos posted and, you know, deal with the reactions and the comments. And it's very stressful. So I need to take a walk. I'm going to find a jacket and take a walk and then, clean up the patio and then do more work. Again, I'm just trying to squeeze in as much work as I can while getting videos done. And I'm falling behind, like, to be honest, I'm falling behind on a lot of my work, which I need to catch up on. And I'm just extremely lucky that I'm able to work from home and I can get some sunshine in the middle of the day if I need to. I mean, when I was working in an office, I would take my lunch outside. I would get as much sunshine outside in my lunch hour as I could. So I know I'm very fortunate to have a very flexible schedule. where I could spend a few hours in the afternoon editing a video, because then I'll just work later into the night. So that's what's going on. I definitely need to take a walk. I need to drink some water or some juice and take a walk. It's 9:30 p.m. and look at what's going on here. That's Splash. He's in my spot on the couch. That's like where I've been, spending all of my relaxation time when I'm not like outside. That's my corner. I was literally just, getting ready for bed, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to change now, and I'm just going to relax the rest of the night, maybe get some work done on my computer, and I was going to lay down here in this corner with a laptop. But I'm not going to do that now because Splash looks so comfortable. I don't want to disturb him. How you doing, Splashy? You okay? The cats all had their dinner. I don't know if Splash relaxed all day because he was under my bed, and every time I checked on him, he was like wide awake, and at some points, Ringo was under there with him. So I don't know how relaxed he was. Like Simba took a really long nap. Here's Simba. Simba took a really long nap on the cat tower in the dining room, his new favorite cat tower. Now he's in this one. It's 7:40 a.m. Good morning, Boo. How you doing, Boo? You okay? You all right, buddy? You okay, buddy, Boo? How you doing, Boo? You good? You good, boy? I slept here in the living room last night. Splash eventually moved off of the sofa, and it was just so comfortable. Like, that sofa is so comfortable, and I actually slept better there than I have in my bed the previous 2 nights. So I don't know if it's just because the cushions are firmer, or what. Sometimes I think it's because I don't get any direct moonlight in this room. In my bedroom, I can't tell you how many times I've woken up in the middle of the night because there will be like a full moon shining into the window. For me, it's just very disruptive. Here's Splash. And last night we were having that like red blood moon, whatever it is, the eclipse. So I knew that would probably mess up my sleep if I slept in my room. So there's another reason I thought, let me sleep in the living room. I was going to set an alarm and get up and go see it, but then I was like, I just don't need that. Here's Simba. He's underneath the day sofa in Boo's room. What are you doing over here, Simba? Sometimes Simba and Splash get in a little disagreement. Today is going to be a cloudy day. Tomorrow's going to be a cloudy day. And then we're supposed to have 2 days of rain. So I have to get through 4 days of cloudy and rainy weather before there's any sunshine. It is 11:48 a.m. and look at what's going on. We have sunshine and I don't see clouds in the sky, enough clouds to really block the sun. I just put food out for Ox. There's some food for him. He's under the patio cover. He's on a chair under there. So what I do is I lift up the cover, I show him the food, and the food's right there. So I am going to go take care of myself right now. I am going to first take a walk, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get some sunshine. Hopefully there will still be sun out. Super, super happy that maybe there's a change in the weather forecast for today. I'll take it. I need as much vitamin D as I can get right now. This is the same lounge chair that Splash and Simba used to play on when they were kittens living outside. I still have it. It's gotten a little bit older, but it's still good. And just as I took this out, the landscapers are in my neighbor's yard next door. So there's all this loud noise. Maybe by the time I get back from my walk, they'll be done and have left. That would be the best. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Sammy. You're staying inside. You're an inside girl. You're an inside girl, Sammy, okay? Okay. All right, let's shut the door. Here's Boo. I just got back. I did 2 miles, 45 minutes. I wasn't rushing or anything because I was actually writing at the same time. First of all, it's the longest walk that I've done so far. Really happy about that. It's beautiful out. And I got a lot written because, I'm still working on putting a list of complaints together with regards to, Stella's treatment in the emergency room. Oh my gosh, I made so much progress with that. I just love the ability to dictate to an iPhone. Like, it's the best. So, I still need to transfer it from the iPhone to computer, clean it up, make sure the spelling and the grammar is correct, and see if there's anything else I need to add to it. But I just feel like I made so much progress. So that is awesome. What I want to do now is go outside, even though the landscapers are still there. It looks like they're doing a full spring cleaning. And it was so funny because as I started my walk, I saw my landscapers at like my neighbor's yard, like down the block. And, I was dictating to my phone. I was trying to like write stuff down while it was in my mind. So I didn't like look at them or say anything. But then as I was just coming back, like I was turning back onto this road, he saw me again. This time he was in a truck. He was driving down the road and he stopped. He's like, hey. I'm like, yeah, hey, how's it going? He goes, you recognize me? I'm like, yeah, of course I know who you are. Because I saw him the other day when I was walking also. So then I was talking to him because don't forget, his wife helped find Sammy and helped get Sammy back home. So, she was very instrumental in that because she put a flyer up where she works. And then one of the neighbors, like 4 or 5 blocks away, saw the flyer and then checked his security cameras, and he saw a cat that I thought was Sammy. I mean, when I checked it again afterward, then I said, well, maybe it's not Sammy because there's a little too much white on the legs, but I honestly thought it was Sammy. And because I thought it was Sammy and I was concerned that she was so far away, that's why I decided, okay, I'm just putting the trap out with the food and I am taking a really aggressive approach to trapping her. And that's why I was able to trap her when I did. So sometimes things work out in strange ways, but I was just very thankful for her. So I told him, I was like, please, thank your wife again. And he will. I wanted to show you Sammy because she was laying so funny by the back door. The minute she sees the camera, she moves. Yep, you move, Sammy. Oh, there she goes. She said, I'll go right back to the same position. This is how she's been laying. Stretch, big stretch. Look, Sammy, you're as big as the door. Look at that. When you stretch out, you're as big as the door. How you doing, Simba? Some treats or something. It is 3:30 p.m. right now. Here's Boo. He's been taking a nap. There's Richard. Hey, Richard. My stress is through the roof right now because I just posted the video of Stella's 3rd day in the emergency room. That was the day she got transferred to the other animal hospital. And just putting that video together just makes me so mad at the emergency room that she was in and the company that owns it and the business model that they have. One of the things that I wanted to do was go to the other local locations for that company and get the business card so I could analyze the vets and see, how experienced are these vets. Because at the emergency room Stella was at, they weren't experienced at all. Like the percentage of vets that had less than 3 years experience was like half. And it was like 25% of the vets there had less than 1 year of experience. Like, it was just it was a ridiculous amount of inexperienced vets being put in charge of an emergency room, which should never happen. Then I went to one of the other locations that's 20 or 30 minutes away, and I got those business cards. That location has a few more vets with more experience, meaning like 10 years or more of veterinary experience, but they still have a high percentage of inexperienced newbies there, like new vets that should not be running an emergency room on their own. There's one other location that's probably another 20 to 30 minutes in another direction that I have not gone to yet, but I do want to go there also and get their business cards so I could analyze their staff. And I'm thinking of doing that now just because I'm so angry. Like, I'm so angry right now. And I just want to get it over with. Like, I want to check that off my to-do list. I want to go there, just get the business cards and come home and then research them and include that in my package of materials as far as, do I have a claim here against this company? So I might do that right now. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so I probably am not going to want to take the ride in the rain. Today it's just like cloudy and cold, so it's not as bad. Right, Boo? Right, Boo? Did you have a good nap, Boo? Did you have a good nap, Boo? So that's the situation. I just get so stressed out posting these videos because it just bothers me that, like, I know these videos are going to upset people. I know people are going to be upset by what happened, and I'm upset by what happened. And, like, I don't want to be more upset because other people are upset, if that makes any sense. So I need to just kind of, like, go out and maybe kind of just get out of the house for a little while, I was going to say, like, get my mind off it, but I can't get my mind off of it because I still have to finish the announcement video, which is not even half done yet. And I need to compile all of the information with regards to everything that happened. And if I go and get these business cards, then that'll be part of that. It is 6:39 p.m. and here's Boo. He has not moved. It looks like nobody has moved. Boo's still here. Actually, I'm wrong. This is Nancy. I thought that was Richard. And this is Ringo. Hey, Ringo. So I just got back from going to that emergency room. And so mission accomplished. I got all of the business cards of all of the vets who work there. So now I just need to research those and find out when they all get their vet licenses and how long they've been vets. It was a very strange experience because it was small. I don't know if it's smaller than the other ones, but it seemed to be smaller than the other ones. And when I got there, like, there was nobody there. Like, nobody was in, like, the reception area. And then in, like, the open emergency room, I didn't see anyone in there either. It was, like, really strange because the other ones that I've been to are always pretty busy, but this one was not at all, which is a good thing because the less people that go to these businesses, the better, because they're completely unethical. It's a totally unethical business model. But I got the business cards. So I spoke to the receptionist and I was asking her, are there any, like, pet supply stores around here? And, she told me where there was, like, a PetSmart and then a few other places. So what I ended up doing was after I got the business cards, I went to a local pet store and I actually purchased some food for the cats. They have a brand there. I think it's called Dave's or something. They had a few brands there that are not available in any of the local stores here. And the food looked interesting. It was reasonably priced. So I figured, let me support this little mom and pop store and buy some food for the cats. Then I also ended up just traveling down the road a little while. And then there was another shopping center where the PetSmart was. So I went there and I bought a bag of crunchies and I bought a bag of Pretty Litter. The cats have not tried that one yet. They've tried, I think it was the Tidy Cat color changing litter. But I've heard good things about the Pretty Litter. So I figured, let me buy a bag of that. And then eventually I'll figure out where I'm going to put it. Because the problem is with, so many cats, it's hard to monitor who's doing what when. So I'm not going to use that right away. I'm just going to figure out, like, how I can test that out with the cats. And then I bought some treats. And that shopping center also had a Home Goods, a Marshall's, a TJ Maxx, like all these stores owned by the same company in the same shopping center. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. Oh, and they also had a Sierra trading post. So I was like, I'm just going to pop into these stores and see what they have. And I was able to do that, no anxiety whatsoever. I was able to go to this vet emergency room, no anxiety whatsoever, like no anxiety at all. It felt really great actually, because I almost felt like it was a mini vacation. It was like a little 2-hour vacation. That's what it felt like. And I would have stayed there longer and like looked around and explored more, but I need to really get videos done, and the cats need to be fed. I need to do the litter boxes and give them fresh water and prepare their dinner, stuff like that. So I was like, I'm going to be responsible, and I'm just going to get back before it gets dark and get everything done. It is 8:20 p.m. here, splash. And I just got back from the supermarket. When I got there, I was fine. And then while I was there, all of a sudden, I just got hit with such bad anxiety, like out of nowhere. And we're talking bad, like I'm like a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 7. I still needed to pick up some stuff. I was picking up some chicken for the cat's dinner tonight and a few other things while I was there. So I just had to just like mentally tell myself, okay, you're fine. Just breathe, relax, and you'll be fine. Just buy what you need and then go home. But my body was not listening to that. And I could feel my adrenaline pumping, and then I was like getting like dizzy. Then I was like, well, did I eat anything today? So I had some popcorn when I was driving home from, what I did this afternoon. And then I had some ramen for lunch today. But other than that, I did not really eat or drink anything. So I'm making myself a sandwich right now, but I thought I was done with this anxiety. But, if I'm not taking care of myself correctly or properly, then it's just coming back. Also, I didn't have any sun today. The only walking I did was, when I was doing some shopping and errands today, and I didn't do any yoga. So I need to make sure that I prioritize things that are going to keep the anxiety down, because when it hits, it's bad. It's 11:30 p.m. and if Stella was here, this is where she'd be laying right now. But she's not here, so maybe she's laying there in spirit. But I'm going to bed now, and it's later than I would like it to be, but I had to clean up some stuff and make sure the cats were taken care of. And I'm feeling better. The majority of the anxiety has passed. It definitely helped to eat something. So I forced myself to eat half of a turkey sandwich because of the tryptophan in the turkey. And then I had some roasted vegetables. I definitely felt better after eating the roasted vegetables. And then after that, I had some mango. And I also drank a bunch of water, and I had a little bit of juice. I definitely think not eating enough today and also not drinking enough fluids helped to trigger the anxiety. And also just doing too much. It was a lot today. Going to the emergency room, posting the video about Stella. It's really difficult to do these videos. But I strongly feel that they need to be posted for many different reasons. So I am just pushing through and getting them done. On an anxiety scale, I'm probably at a 1 right now. I was at a 2 a little while ago. So that's definitely better than a 6 or a 7. But I definitely need to get some sleep. I need to drink more fluids. And I need to have a good breakfast tomorrow. I think that'll definitely help. So that's what's going on. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.